Welcome to another videoed episode on my monorail built with fischertechnik, and which is controlled by a BeagleBoard right here, running embedded Ubuntu Linux, connected by HDMI connector for this monitor, which is essential in booting. Also connected to a serial terminal minicom on the laptop, then connected via this USB cable to a USB hub, which is in its turn connected to this robo interface, as well as to USB to Ethernet converter cable for VNC, virtual network computing. Of course, power and an SD card for hard disk. Then the monorail itself, which I have been trying to get running for quite a lot of episodes, quite some time. Does it work? Well, yes and no. The carriage has seen quite a few changes, for worse, for better. Depth, balance, all have been changed. What has not been changed is its propulsion, two propellers, and a propulsion method, pulse modulation. And well, let's show how this actually works out now. Starting the whole program, and by this LED you can see that it actually connected, and then you notice that okay, let's unlock the camera a bit, that this one is working, this one is not working, now it is, and this one is not working, and now it is. So is that nice? No. Okay. And now also there is a signal on the oscilloscope, which we didn't have before. So let's stop the program, put it here, and run it again. And what should happen is that the propellers start running. And that does not happen. The point is, why does it happen? Well, one very logical reason: this is not connected. So let me connect this, then it does work. But the point is that the way it should work. Alright. And then it stops again. And this in itself is already doubtful. So on and off the motors work, and as always has been the case, that direction was always easier than that direction, in the sense that that direction didn't even move, or very little. So it's time for a change. A change to a completely different system, at least that's the intention. I'm going to pull it, and well, a propeller can be in pull and push, but I'm removing this carriage and inserting another one, and see how that one will work out. It means some rewiring, but maybe it is the solution. Let's see. So, in order to get things done, let me first remove this carriage, and I won't destroy it. So, I'm putting it aside. Then a carriage that I designed to replace it, which is well, some first attempt, and it looks like this. The carriage that I had, and then something as a balance, but as you can hear, it's not fully thought out. But anyway, I have to put it somehow on the rails or the rail, and let me put it now this way. So here comes the balance, and it goes now like this. This tube goes on here with some wire around it to keep it in place. And some balance stuff. And then I find that this is not sufficient. I should put it the other way around. So let's do that. And the reason is, of course, that this way, let me put it nicer. This way it doesn't block the light, and it needs to block the light, so let me put it the other way. This is better. And just some weight. And you can easily see that this is a better solution. Well, in terms of how to do this, if I put this right here, it works as well. However, if I put it straight to the end, so if I look right here, I have the same problem, but let's not go too fast. This is one thing, so I may have to put to shorten the carriage. That is also a possibility, of course. If I do that, but the point is, if I shorten the carriage now, I won't have a direct means to attach a wire. So I may have to change this one into one with a notch on it. But this one, and will this block the wire? Well, one thing is certain, this spring will have to go then. This spring was just a safety measure, and now it does work. Well, it does work in the sense that it runs, but it is still not pulleyed. So I made this one, which would be right here somewhere, and then the wiring which go here now would be in the motor, in this motor. And then you can pull it back and forth. At least that's the idea. So let's put this one somewhere here. Under these wires. Then this one here. And see how this can be aligned with this one, because that's the big question. And I think I have a problem already, because this winch needs to be at the same height, so I need a larger setup here. Oops. Right. Already a modification during a new setup. Anyway, that's life. Alright, so now this is fixed. This is not fixed yet. And the other side is also fixed now. Right here it can carry wire, but well, what should be next? Well, one thing is that this part should be a little bit further, but I have to remove now the probes as well as the wires. So, since I don't want to ruin the old setup, not completely at least, so let me be careful, as careful as possible. Alright, that means that green goes on the same side in the motor. Red goes on the same side. Yeah, and you can see that the motor goes immediately because this is still running until now. Now I can shift the whole situation into position, and hoping that everything will be alright. And it is not, because this is not aligned, and that means that I'm now at almost at the utmost position and it is still not aligned. So that is a problem. That is a serious issue. Well, maybe I can just make it by pushing it a little bit further, but then again, okay, maybe, just maybe, this is enough, but then again, notorious flexibility, will this work? I have some doubts. Then a wire go around here, then go around the other end, and then what? Well, then it should be fixed here somehow. In some way or another. So let's make a knot in it. Alright. And then do something here. Doesn't need to be very long, but this is not going to work since it is not tied at all to the winch. So if I start the program, yeah, this happens. No working situation. So nice idea, but I'll have to attach it somehow to the winch, which has possibilities. So but I have to cut this first as well, and then we'll see how things end up or not. Nice idea, but how will it work out? We'll see. Alright, so now I have cut this rope in, well, away from the source, so now it kind of moves. It needs still to be fixed right here, so let's do that. Alright, for testing purposes this should be sufficient. Question, is it? Well, the only way the only thing I can do is testing and hoping that this is stable enough. So here goes. It is not blocking this signal here. Maybe it should, maybe it shouldn't, but let's just try. Yeah, this is a bit not very handy, but let's do it anyway. Okay, that's not good. What happened here? It completely pulled the whole thing away. Because of what? Okay, rewind. So and that is still okay. Rewind it, and this rewinding results in, well, yeah, in what? Okay, so this is still there, and this is a problem then. Okay, exit derailment, but it should run one way, not the other. So the knot that I had in here wasn't the best solution. But let's try again. One and the other goes from below, put together, then this one on the rails. Okay, it's not, okay, that's not good. That's better. And then the lower part somehow the same. Can't be that difficult, can it? Okay, now it has been proven that this is quite flexible, but let's try it anyway. So with the diagnosis still active, let's be careful. Alright. Slowly. Oh, that goes wrong. That goes very wrong. Look at this. Something goes very wrong here. No, the other way. Okay. The question is, what does go wrong? So I want, oh right, that is a myth thinking of me. What I need is a circular thing. What happens now is that this is fixed and it gets pulled down. Yeah, that's not the intention, of course. It needs to be circular. So what would be the solution then? Well, for starters, this needs to be much more rigid. So this is requesting some kind of stuff here that, well, then you still can go this way, but it won't be torted anyway. No torsion anymore. Apart from that, this is slippery. And it has no way of giving friction to the rope. So the best way is to not make it circular, to have a winch here and to have a winch on the other side. So that implies that there will be just one single piece of rope which should just get pulled from either side. Which is a very different situation. So let's see how that can be accomplished with this piece of rope. Should not be too difficult. On the other hand, it needs to be twice the length of the rails, because each winch will pull the same length. It needs to be as long as the track on no matter where the carriage is, so twice as long. Alright, I'm lucky to have another motor, and I'm lucky to have more than one winch of this kind. More than enough winches of this kind. But how to address the other motor? That's a very different question. On the other hand, I still have the rails through which everything goes. So that may be another solution. We'll see. Okay, so this part of the track you know. Then this part of the track you don't know yet. Well, not as good. So this is, there goes the light for a bit. So this I constructed for a circular one, which it won't be. And this one was because of the spring. Will it return? Not quite sure. For now I keep it off. And then there goes the carriage. So it will go here. And then there's no room anymore for this spring. And this winch, which will probably need some support just like the other one. Although the axle here is already longer, so I probably need to put a longer axle in the other one. And then this needs to be fixed. Question is, of course, is this rope piece long enough? Well, one way to find out. So holding both parts, I said holding both parts, it is just long enough. So, or is it? No, it is not, because now the other end of the track has a winch behind the track, just like this one. Oops. So I have to look here, excuse me. So I was holding the rope right here, and it is not long enough, because now both winches are further than the track goes. So I need a longer piece. And well, that can be arranged, of course, but that's for next time. Yeah. Will this be really the end of it? Not quite sure. I first have to see how this works out and then compare with the propeller one. So this doesn't end the story. And then we are at the end of this episode. So one winch on one end, another winch at the other end, to be connected with, well, is it long enough or not? We'll see. Will this be the better solution? Not a clue. Not yet anyway. So for now, thank you for watching. If you like this episode video, please subscribe to my channel. Give the video a thumbs up, like it. Leave a comment or suggestion. You can also follow me on Twitter. Please retweet, like and leave a comment. You can also follow me on Instagram. Please like and leave a comment. You may show your appreciation, and please do, by making a small donation. You can also decide to become a patron and have your name mentioned as a supporter. Either on my website or on my website as well as this video, depending on the pledge you make. For more information, see the description box under this video. See also my website, which is also listed in the description box. And this is going to be continued. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.